Hey everybody on YouTube, Lupus Creepus here, and I'm currently in the Silver Queen Hotel in Virginia City. It's actually the hotel that myself and my crew are staying in, and it also happens to be haunted. So yep, our home base is a haunted hotel room. We just got in not that long ago. We've only been here for a few hours, and we've already had some creepy stuff start happening. One of the biggest things is that one of my crew members, Bishop, you might remember him from previous videos, brought a silver pentagram necklace for protection. And apparently, as he was entering the hotel, it phased through the chain and fell off. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, there's probably a break in the chain, there's a break in here, but myself and Brittany, who was actually present when it happened, looked at everything, and yeah, this thing is pretty solid. You can't really bring it down without breaking it. There's no breaks in this thing, so that's already a little weird. Plus, the room I'm staying in, lucky number 13, is right next door to a room where a prostitute died in the bathtub. And we've already had some weird stuff happen there as I was putting away some of my equipment. Brittany entered the room and immediately erupted in a coughing fit. She left the room, a few moments she was fine. So I have to say, I'm really looking forward to what we're going to do here because I get to spend a full night alone in that room. So yeah, we've already had ghosts that are apparently affecting metal and people, and I'm going to spend the night with one of them. So this may actually turn into a very interesting travel edition of Will It Kill Me. Stay tuned. I'm going to have everything set up, IR cameras, while I get myself ready for bed and sleep, and who knows, maybe we'll catch something. But for the moment, we're going to go get some food and make ourselves a little bit more comfortable before this really tense night. So I'll be seeing you guys back up in room 13. Hey everybody on YouTube, Lupus Creepus here, and it's about 11:15 at night. I am in room 13, and yeah, it's getting pretty late, so I'm thinking about getting some shut-eye. Now, before I go to bed, I got a couple things I want to tell you. Down below, they have a logbook about you can write down your experiences and all that. Well, we looked through it, and there was one experience that jumped out at us with room 13, the one that I'm staying in. Apparently the person was staying there for a few nights, and they took a series of pictures the first night where they saw faces in them. Like the pictures outside in the hall they took just fine, but the pictures in here, faces. Also woke up one night, and this will freak me out if this happens, to see 3 shadowy figures here at the foot of the bed. I mean, if I wake up to that and I see that, I'm probably screaming and disturbing the people next door to me. Now, if you don't know the story about these rooms here, room 11, which is the one right next door, that had the unfortunate story of a prostitute who was pregnant, and I guess the man who impregnated her didn't want anything to do with her, so she ended up killing herself in the bathroom. In the bathtub over there, and supposedly some of that activity also leaks into this room, and pretty much every room here we've seen has some kind of activity, whether it be in figures, voices, footsteps, cold spots. This whole hotel is a hot spot. Now, unfortunately, we couldn't get room 11, but we did get lucky number 13. And, I think I babbled on enough. I'm going to go get some shut-eye. I'm going to have the camera rolling with the infrared going along. There's also you got to see this way, a bathtub over here, too, just in case this ghost decides it wants to haunt this bathtub as opposed to the other one as well. Alright, well, that's it for my spiel, so I'm going to go ahead and get some sleep. The walls here are paper thin, so you might hear some stuff from some of the other rooms. Don't fret unless we start seeing shadow people at the foot of the bed. Then we get scared. So, Lupus Creepus, and good night.
almost 3 o'clock in the morning. It's about 2:45. Well, I'll take this off. So I turn it off so you hear me talk. I'm sleepy. It's about 2:45, and so far nothing's happened in this room, just the fact that I can't really sleep. I did just get a text message from Bishop, and he just said he had some activity in his room. Nothing major though, apparently, otherwise he would have probably changed rooms or something, or have called me, or, you know, something big, knowing him. So, I guess we'll, keep updated on that, and maybe something will shift to my room. It's almost 3 o'clock, that's what's supposed to happen, right? Back to trying to get some sleep.
Everybody, it is day 2 and we just spent a night at the haunted Silver Queen Hotel, and I have to say I'm kind of sad. I picked lucky number room 13 right next to the most haunted room in the hotel, where it is believed a pregnant prostitute committed suicide in the bathtub, and I didn't have anything happen. Yeah, it was a little sad. I have to say, though, I mean, the room was nice. It was a little bit hot, but they did provide fans to, cool it down. And mainly for me, I just was kind of paranoid that I'm going to see, like, some creepy shape at the end of the bed or sitting in the bathtub, which is right next to the bed. It's not a good place for a bathtub. It's really creepy looking. But, yeah, other than that, I didn't have anything. Took a little bit to get to sleep because, I'm thinking that I'm going to see a ghost come at me. But once I did, I was able to sleep just fine, no problems. However, before we get into a couple experiences that other people have had in the group, I mentioned that Brittany had a coughing fit in my room earlier that day. Did you want to give some more detail about that?
Sure. I walked into the room and it was heavy and I wasn't able to really breathe, and I started coughing and I almost threw up cough back out in the hallway, and then I was fine.
Yeah, I mean, that was actually really creepy because you were fine, and then we walk into that room just to pick up some equipment, and then you just, it was like you choked on something.
Yeah,
it was kind of creepy. Bishop here also had some experience. He actually had quite a few experiences. I mentioned a couple of them, one being the pentagram necklace he was wearing. Also, when he went into the room, he felt really heavy. I didn't feel anything myself, and of course I didn't have anything happen to me, but it is said that I am completely inept when it comes to the supernatural, so I'm not really surprised. But you also had something happen to you that night. So why don't you give us, actually in this room right here, involving this door, so give us some info about that.
We got a couple small things. We're pretty sure a dresser got moved a couple inches because there's indents in the carpet from where it was when we moved it back. There weren't indents, so we're pretty sure it hadn't been moved for very long. We have a deadbolt over in this direction, and that got locked at one point, and we're pretty sure no one touched the lock except to unlock it. And then this door right behind me, you may not be able to see this, but it cannot fully deadbolt. And last night I heard a bunch of loud crashing. Someone was hitting our door, and went to check it out, and the hallway was empty by the time I could get this open, but this was actually locked all the way, and my roommate could not get this locked, and it took a really long time to unlock it. By the time I got it unlocked, the crashing had stopped and the hallway was empty. I heard there might have been a fight out there, so that may not have been a ghost, but people fighting. But for sure, something locked this door because we couldn't lock it that night. And so I cuddled with my little friend that I named Teddy because my teddy bear was my crowbar.
So, yeah, of course, Lupus doesn't get anything happen to him, but Brittany almost dies. There's a fight over here, and somebody tries to break down your door with, creepy. Oh, wow, that is really hard.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You can't lock it. Here, I'll help you. I'll lift the door up.
Alright, lift it up. We're gonna debunk this right. Okay, yeah, if you lift the door up, you have to lift the door, you can get it in there. I always want to do it because if I do it, it's going to be really hard to get it back out.
Yeah.
Takes hella effort, so yeah, that's really creepy.
Yeah.
So already it seems like we have some personal experiences and things going on here. But we still got more areas to check out. Maybe I might actually have an experience. That would be really cool. I would like to experience something. Everyone else is shaking their heads like, no, it's terrifying. Oh, I'm sure you guys will enjoy it because you get to see Lupus whine and cry like a little girl and run away. I'm sure you guys are really looking forward to that because if anything did happen, that's probably what I'm going to do. Anyway, well, we have some more things to set up for. So, yeah, we're going to get started on that. That's the Silver Queen Hotel. That's Lupus and the rest of the crew here. And we're out for now.